Who are you?
No one important.
Welcome to the London premiere of The Partisan, a movie about a legendary Polish World War II spy, Krystyna Skarbek. It is my pleasure to be joined here by Morgane Polanski, and we're going to focus on her creation of Krystyna Skarbek in the upcoming movie. Morgane, thank you so much for joining me. Tell me, so whenever an actor auditions for a part and decides to play a part, they have to somewhat find something interesting about the character that they're going to play, something that they align on.
Yeah.
What was it for you when it came to Krystyna Skarbek?
I mean, it wasn't difficult to find something interesting about Krystyna Skarbek because her whole life is incredible. I wasn't familiar with her story at all, and when I first read the script, I was surprised, shocked that this was all real. And then I did some research, and I just couldn't believe I've never heard of her. And yeah, the fact that she was Polish but lived in London, was an MI5 spy. She was fluent in French. I was like, this is like made for me.
This is a character made for you.
Yeah, this is incredible. And she, for her time as well, she is such a modern character, such an inspiration, such a brave woman that just fights for her values. And really I spent a lot of time with our incredible director, James Marquand, just talking in depth about the character. And really, you know, he said he wants it to be about, it's not just her biography, it's about her as a whole, her shadows,
who she truly is inside.
Who she truly is, what she battles with, her internal battle, her demons, all of it. And it was really interesting to dig in her psychology. Yeah.
So how did you access that? How did the process look like? Because she was jack of many trades.
Yes.
She wore many coats,
Yes.
many hats.
Yes.
She was very multidimensional.
Yes.
How
Yes.
do you access that on screen with a character who in real life was so different in so many different scenarios?
I think that's the theme of the film that keeps coming back all the time. It's asked, who am I? Do you know who am I? And who is she? And that, you know, never truly gets answered. Now I know who she is. There's that bit that I know is like my secret of what I think that she is. She's, you know, it makes sense. It's much easier for her to live in a world at war than a world at peace.
Why do you think that is?
Because in my interpretation, she's at war with herself. So when the outside world is at war, she's actually in her element. When the world's at peace, she struggles to function.
She doesn't know how to find herself.
No, and actually she ended up, you know, working as a maid on a boat, yeah, and then, you know, ended up killed by a stalker, which is pretty tragic, considering everything that she's been through. She struggles to know what's right from wrong, but she's extremely intelligent and knows how to use her assets in her favor. Mm-hmm. I think women do that really well. We just know how to maneuver. How to maneuver. Men especially. She was very good at that, yeah.
Which takes me to my next question. Why do you think it's important that we show Krystyna Skarbek as a character from the past? Why is it important for women today to have a strong female character like this being portrayed?
Because there's been for so long not a lot of strong female characters, because usually the heroes of war films or action films are men, and it's so important for women to have that platform and for them to see that it's possible. And it is possible because it happened. Yeah.
And it already happened during World War II.
Exactly.
So today is
but it happened during World War II, yet no film really was ever made about her. No one even really knew about her. Even when I was in Poland, I would ask, some people would know, but most of them wouldn't know. And I was like, if that was a man, everyone would know. Everyone would know about him.
It's interesting how the story was concealed for so many years, and it's coming to light now.
I was shocked that I didn't, as I said before, that I didn't know, like that no one knew about his story. Yeah.
When you go back in your memory from the filming, what would be one memory that you have that was particular for you? Maybe perhaps emotional or something that really meant a lot for you, and it really took you time to work on it.
It really what, sorry?
It really took you the time to work on it, to be able to really delve into the character of Krystyna.
I think what comes up to mind, I mean, the whole shoot was pretty difficult because we shot in a really short amount of time, some humongous amount of scenes that were not just, you know, little drama scenes in one studio. There were action scenes, there were emotional scenes, there were bombing, there's guns, there's all of it. What comes to mind, I think when we shot the one of the the action scenes with like all the stunts involved that we rehearsed, it really felt like a dance and everyone was moving in together and we had to get it all in like one take, and that felt pretty, because when it, like the adrenaline from it, because it felt like theater, because everything had to move at the same time and some people were jumping, burning alive, it was like insane, and guns were fired and we all had different, so that moment
there's definitely beauty in that chaos.
Yeah, 100%.
And considering that Krystyna Skarbek was of Polish origin herself, how did portraying her help you to actually access your own Polish roots?
Well, it was first of all really nice to spend so much time in Poland. I've obviously been there loads of times, but I've never spent as much time consecutively there, and it was really nice to connect back to. I spent a few days in Krakow, which is my favorite city, who I love so much, but I spent the most time in Warsaw, and I really got to rediscover it and loved it so much. It's such a cool city. It's so vibrant. I loved it. And then we got to spend some time literally in the middle of nowhere, in the mountains, in the countryside. So it was really nice to connect with that part of myself. And
a beautiful tour across Poland as well.
Exactly.
Considering all the locations.
Exactly.
Morgane, thank you so much for joining me here.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
To you.
Thank you.
And so this would be all for now. Thank you so much for joining. My guest was Morgane Polanski. I'm Klaudia Czerwińska. Please do stay tuned here on TVP World for more.
Pretending you care about their cause.
What do I care about?
Let's three.